Yeah, and Mir's sitting at the table with his leg propped up, and he's studying. Hey, hey, have you see my credit card?
Oh boy. Um. I th- I
I swear I left it on
I
top of my
did.
bureau with my other stuff in my little glass plate. But damn
I
it!
I I think you may have let Sophia used it for when we went to go get pizza before.
Oh, all right. If you say so. Sophia, you got my card? My blue card?
I'm gonna go take a bath now.
I'll look. Do I have that?
Why, yes, I believe you do.
Yeah, you sort of,
Yeah,
kind of,
you may have
somehow
used it.
had it in a pocket.
Oh, yes, here. Thank you for your help. It was great. Thank you.
All right. Can you
I
just
appreciate you.
can you just throw it in that glass bowl on my
Yes,
bureau? And
I
you know,
tossed
Mir,
it in
since
the
he
bowl.
pays most of the rent here, he's got that
Mhm.
nice the largest bedroom and his own private bathroom. And yeah, right on top of his bureau, he's got like a glass plate where he throws keys and loose change and girls' phone numbers and stuff like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And what's he studying? Mm,
I thought
he's
it was
he's got
photography,
he's got a
but
book
I
on
could be
photography,
wrong.
book on black and white photography, still art, stuff like that, paging through it. Just so. Okay, a nice bath with sort of effervescent Epsom salts.
Eating a
Sophia,
Snickers in the bathtub?
sure. Probably Shep will give Sophia a candle that's lit and say, "Here, take this in and see if she wants a little ambiance while she's soaking." That's nice. That's nice. A scented candle. Um, Start to feel a little bit better. Sophia, you're just
Hey.
so tired. You don't even want to think about cracking a book. You hurt, you ache, and yeah, you'd like to really probably disinfect your wounds and just go to sleep.
That's what she's gonna do.
Yeah, Shep, you feel pretty good.
hmm Yeah, I'm trying to talk Mir into helping fix supper since the girls are also tired.
He's like, he's like, I don't know. He's like, by the time we prepare anything, chances are those two are going to be out. They look like death warmed over. All
Pretty
pale,
much.
all pale looking, woozy. Ava walking like she needs to have a walker.
Well,
He's like,
we
hey, did you hear that a bunch of old people died at the rest home on the other side of
Oh
town,
no.
trailer park?
Oh no.
Yeah, it was on.
really.
Yeah, I heard it on the local radio station while I was studying. I got to halfway through the report and I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, trailer park. A lot of looks like there was something was buried underneath the trailer park or something, and some
Mm.
sort of vat full of poison like leached into the started with an A, I think, leached into the soil and contaminated the water supply. And they took the people
Oh
that
my!
and a lot of old people died. I guess drinking the water, using the water, cooking with the water, touching the water. I don't know. Said that maybe like I don't know, 16 or 17 of them have been displaced and moved out for their own safety. Uh,
Well, it's good that there were survivors.
yeah,
That's always good.
poor old people. Can you imagine taking your last dollar and plunking it down to buy a little slice of home to live out the rest of your days in, and something like that happens? It's terrible.
hmm Yes, it is. Almost
Yeah.
as terrible as being attacked by a turkey buzzard imp. And Shep walks away.
Mir starts to say something, and then he decides that discretion is a better part of valor. And if there's a story to be told, he'll probably wait and try to milk it out of one of the girls later when they're in a
Yeah, I figure it'll be one of
loquacious.
those things where all three of us kill the other two at the same time.
Yeah. So all right, you guys go to sleep, and you wake up the next day, a little bit achy, a little bit tired. It's Saturday morning.
Best sleep ever.
Yeah, yeah, you spring out of bed. And
For once, I was not, my noodle arms worked.
yeah, Ava, make a notice roll. Make a notice roll at -1.
Yes, will do. Oh, do I take off my fatigue or no? Because we rested.
Since I'm a kind, benevolent dean, I will take off your fatigue.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
let's see.
Let me do that
I will
notice roll.
take off Sophia's wounds, as she has been treated by a quasi-professional. Okay. Yeah, you come out of your room, and you're walking down the hallway, and you spot Erica sort of like sneaking up behind you.
Ah! A
Oh,
blurry Erica.
morning, Ava.
Hi.
Had that there bath do you right last night?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It helped me out. I don't feel
Yeah.
as sore. It's still not great,
Yeah,
but you know.
that Epsom salt, it's good. It's it draws the pain right out of you.
Oh, it was really nice. I got to eat a Snickers in there too. That helped.
Yeah. And she winks at you. How about that candle?
Oh, it smells so nice.
Yeah. Sets the mood.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh,
she makes herself busy washing some dishes that are left over in the sink.
um,
Mir tends to make like a lot of food, and then he ends up not washing the dishes because it hurts his leg, which is now surgically mending.
yes.
It hurts his leg to stand there, and it is kind of awkward. Got to stand there, kind of lock-kneed on one leg. So she's washing the dishes.
I will ask if I can just do a roll to see if I can actually find my extra glasses just to make it fun. See if I can find them or not. Cuz she's already blind.
Hmm. You have an 8 in investigation. Investigation was done away with in the Swade rule set. It became research instead. I think we just need to take investigation off. I think we
Ooh.
already reallocated your points, and I
Yeah,
think
there's
I took
already
away.
research here.
Yeah, I took away. I think you had a D4 in gambling, and I popped another one
Yeah.
of your 6s down to a 4 or something like that. So
There. Go on. So,
I'm going to say that this is a sure, it's a research roll.
cool. And I can do that at a -1 too cuz again, she can't see very well.
You're going through your books in a researchy kind of way, trying to place yourself in your mind back to where you were the last time you used those old glasses.
The old glasses.
And they're probably real thick tortoise shell, kind of round, kind of beaknick-ish. Like you were going through a phase of like trying to be hip and cool, and it didn't last real long.
A 3. It's like,
You realize the last time that you've seen them, they were at your parents' house. So you're
oh
going to
no.
probably have to call them and have them mail them to you like overnight.
Oh boy. We'll do that then.
Okay.
Call
And
up her family.
and we'll say they're going to put them in the mail to you, and in about a week they're going to emergency rush from your optometrist a new pair of glasses.
Oh, glorious. She's gonna be glasses-less for a
Yeah.
week,
Yeah.
guys.
Now,
That's beautiful.
where are you from? Are you from Dallas Fort Worth or Laredo? I'm struggling to
She was
remember.
from Texas, but I guess one that's more like uh Latin populated, where
Okay.
more like a more Mexican
Yeah. Closer to the border, maybe?
populated than yeah,
Yeah.
because she would be like uh
We'll say Laredo. That's a nice place.
yeah, I don't know Texas very well, so wherever it's more higher Mexican population, because
Yeah.
she would be the like she's like the
Laredo's.
first generation of
Yeah.
American citizen
It's,
here
it's,
as
it's,
a
it's, it's,
Mexican American.
it's one of the entry points. I imagine there's a consulate on both sides, and there is like a gate for people to pass through, and you know, reveal passports and papers and business
Yeah,
business
she
visas
would
and
definitely
whatnot.
be
So
used to
yeah,
that.
they will do that for you. They'll say that they have a
Yeah.
good relationship with the optometrist and some sort of like vision care um, insurance that you're still on, so it won't cost them but a little bit to get those replaced.
Calling
And
up her mommy and her puppy.
well,
Get me
sure,
some glasses,
well,
please.
sure, they understand. You know, got to be able to see. So you're all waking in, yeah. You're on the phone talking, and Mir and Sophia are probably chatting, and he's pointed out a couple of still art photographs he was looking at last night. He left the book out. Doing a little art to art talk, not heart to heart, but a little art to art, right? Huh? And yeah, Erica's like tidying up the dishes, and she's probably comes out in her scrubs. Saturday morning, she's doing a stint, volunteer stint down at the Golan County Hospital, Golan County Memorial Hospital. All right, y'all. Well, I'm heading off to work, and Sophia, make a notice roll. You noticed that
Wow.
as Erica was fixing to leave, looks like she was trying to sneak up behind you, but you turned around and saw her, and she's just like walked by and left.
Okay.
What's it?
She's like, y'all want some chili later on tonight? Just leave me a note here, and I'll see it when I get back. Here, put it on a magnet on the fridge, and I'll cook some up.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Erica.
you.
And she leaves. You all realize that the photographs that you took of the blind sight spell are crisp and clear, just the right amount of lighting from the flash that illuminate it. And although it is in an sort of an old English style of writing,
Mm.
not hard to translate. And yeah, you see that with a couple of flakes of gold and some honey that you could probably cast the ritual of dark sight. It describes um, the phrase that you repeat over and over and over again, and how you smear a couple drops of honey between your fingertips with just a pinch of gold flake, and smear it onto the eyelids of all those that you wish to do the ritual upon. It seems pretty straightforward and clear, unlike some
Mm.
rituals that are very hard. I mean, even just
Tell me about it.
doing the you know turning it into English that you can read. That's only half the battle. Some of the descriptions are odd, and some of the materials are really really hard to come by. Very rare and exotic, and the directions are difficult to find, and the pronunciation of the phrasing just doesn't translate well all the time. But now this looks pretty straightforward, pretty. I mean, I won't call it simple because it's a ritual, but
Mm.
cookbook. And you do realize that Glenn Mack did ask that you check in on this lady lawyer friend of his, this Lisa
Mhm.
Gray, who he had perhaps a half of a date with, and ended up um, getting their meals
Yeah.
to go, and then following her home a few minutes behind her and giving her half of her like veal marsala that she didn't really even get to dig a fork into, unfortunately. But he
Yeah,
did
'cause she
give
was
you her
having
phone
problems.
number and her address in a moderately nice, mid to upper middle class neighborhood with some very
Mhm.
stout, mature trees in the area, of course.
That's right. She did. Uh, he passed it over to us because she was having something was going on with her, and
Poltergeist activity, from the
yeah.
sounds of it. From the sounds of it,
So,
the babysitter got so freaked out she grabbed the two kids,
mm-hmm.
and they were sitting. They're like 6 and 8, the younger brother and the older sister, and they were sitting on the curb when Lisa got home.
Mm, the yeah. Well, we haven't given her a call yet. Uh, we also haven't given that poor woman a call either from the pizza barn.
Hmm.
Mm, I think she knows something's up because Mir mentioned that there was something on the news about a lot of people at the trailer park passing away due to and he uses air quotes, poisoning from something underground in the water. And that about, uh, I think he said 13 to 16 or something survivors have been relocated.
Well, did he mention if any of them were the lady's grandma?
I don't know if he. Hey, Mir,
Yeah.
do you know uh, the waitress at
Yeah.
the pizza barn?
The cute one?
The cute one.
I just Shep just looks over at Sophia and Ava and just goes,
She has like a scratch on her face.
Anybody remember her name?
Brittany?
Brittany.
Don't ring a bell.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, she gave us her number, right?
Yeah.
We can at least throw a text
hmm
her way. I feel bad not letting her know things that we found out.
That is true.
Um, I. What are we going to tell her that? I, I say we call her and let her know that we went and visited a couple
Hmm.
of times, but then she threw us at, or she really didn't want us to stay there. Because I mean, I don't think we necessarily want to tell her
That her
contradict.
her
I don't
grandma's a
think we want to
zombie.
contradict what the authorities have said in this case,
Okay.
unless she comes up and says, "I know that."
Mir calls in. Oh, you know what I heard? At the end of that broadcast, they said they're looking for the manager. They think he might be sick too. So they're like looking for his I don't know, old red El Camino or something with a. How they read the tag number, thinking he might have you know went out driving somewhere
Oh,
and took sick.
oh, the blue
Uh,
one.
Blue? I don't know. I was only half listening.
okay, hopefully we don't meet him again because we've met him before. He is not a nice person.
He is
S-
not very nice at all.
Sounded like even though they said they were you know suspect he might be his health might be in danger from drinking the water that's polluted from whatever that chemical was. Um,
Mm.
Yeah.
you read between the lines. It sounds like he's wanted for questioning, but like I said, I wasn't
Mm.
really listening.
So yeah. So if we see a blue El Camino, we know to steer clear. Then okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
gosh.
rusted and it had kind of a tick. One of its lifters was ticking.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that guy, Shep.
I didn't like him either, but
Oh,
Sophia,
Yeah.
do you have
I
her
mean,
number?
oh, right. I'll check my phone. Shoot her a text.
Sure.
While Sophia's doing that, I think Shep is going to try to at least write down or take some notes on the ritual, just so that there's something else besides just the pictures to go from.
Why? Some habits you
Oh.
can always climb up on top and take another picture.
No, thank you.
I took a ton of pictures of that
Well,
water
yeah.
tower.
While Sophia is talking to Brittany, I'll go over with Shep to look at this stuff and
You know, Mir's got a pretty nice he's got a pretty nice color printer, top of the line. And he has it hooked up to the local wireless network. You know, you can find it with a computer roll and connect to it and print your pictures out if you'd like. It'll take you a computer programming role, Ava.
I will do that.
Success. You hear this computer printer start whirring as it springs to life and starts spitting out nice 8x10 rendering of what you took a picture of when you were atop the water tower.
Hey, I got it together. Here's the ritual stuff. What do
Cool.
you make of this?
Shep starts looking at it and starts going, "Oh, interesting. Oh, okay."
Without your glasses, Ava, you probably have to get real close to him to like peer over it.
And I'm just like muttering, like, I think I would need to clarify that with Abuela. And he's just going through trying to make mental notes about what this could be, because he's like, this could be something very useful.
Hey, Ava, make a notice roll.
Sure.
This is not at -1.
Ooh, yay!
Holy Toledo.
She
15.
She got a 15. Holy smokes.
You Mira's standing behind you, but you noticed he was approaching. You probably heard the little subtle creaking sound that the aluminum framed crutches that he hobbles around on make
Uh-huh.
as he you notice
Huh?
he's standing behind you and he's kind of looking at the picture.
Hi.
Damn it, I had that printer password protected. How did you get through my firewall?
Oh, it was nothing really. I mean, you just have to. She's just gonna go into nerd mode.
I must have misconfigured it. What's that? Oh, is that ritual thing you was talking to Eric about? Now he doesn't talk with a southern accent. Was that ritual that you were talking to Erica about?
This is the thing that my
Yes.
comic book was explaining to us to go and find, I think.
Yeah. So my uncle was right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, here it's like blah, 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 and dark vision, dark sense,
Sight.
dark vision, dark
Yeah.
sight.
Something is and she's gonna like put it real close up to her face.
This spell's so sweet it even uses honey.
Huh. Well, that's cool.
So I wonder if it works. Do we have any honey?
Do we have any? We need some gold. I
sure
don't
we
have
have
anything
honey in the
gold,
forest.
not real gold anyway.
Gold? Oh,
I've only got the stuff that would turn your neck green.
Oh no, I don't have any gold. Do you have any gold, Mir?
Of course.
Of course. It says for some gold flakes, but I don't know where to find any gold flakes.
I don't know. I
Hmm.
guess you find something gold and you like maybe with a knife. I mean,
Hmm.
Okay.
gold's pretty soft. I mean, I
Oh.
know it's got and
Yeah,
wait,
actually.
as a chemist, Ava would
Yeah.
know.
I was gonna say, I was like, that sounds like something a chemist should know.
Sure. And Shep, in petroleum engineering, you think you would know that as well. Yeah, gold has a low
Yeah,
melting point.
biotech.
It's relatively soft. Generally, when it's used to make jewelry or collectible coins, they alloy it. They mix it with other stronger metals,
True
and
that.
that lowers the purity of it from 24 karat to 18 karat to 10 karat or
Yeah.
what have you.
All right. So, well, Mia, do you have any gold that you're not attached to anymore?
He looks at you as if you have sprouted two heads.
Well, and she can't see his facial expression, so she's just like looking at him like,
I'm just picturing Shep and Ava both giving the puppy dog eyes. Shep from the I was
All right,
your
one of you
I could.
support with persuasion. The other one makes a persuasion roll. Who wants to
What's
roll and
your
who wants to support?
what's your persuasion?
I mean, I she's just legitimately asking, so I would think that Shep is the one with the support. Because I
Okay.
Okay.
only have a 4 in persuasion, so it's not
That's all I got to. So
yeah.
Okay, who would like to support?
I'll
Shep
support.
Okay, and how are you supporting?
I'm I was going with the puppy dog guys of this is your little sister and the roommate from the dorm that covered for you for so long and healed your dog several times.
Yeah, my dog. My dog's on low calorie food now because he's 8 pounds too heavy. Sure, make a roll. This is a support roll.
Oh,
Yay.
A 5 is a success. Ava, you can make a persuasion roll at +1.
will do. Oh boy. Oh yay.
Just due to the fact that you have such a rich and storied past with Mir, fighting demons, uncovering poltergeist activity, and Abuela cursing her former son-in-law. Um, he'll all right, yeah, follow me, and he'll
Thank
trundle,
you.
Thank
I'm
you.
just
he'll
gonna
crutch himself into his bedroom, and he'll go to the top drawer and he'll open up like what looks to be kind of a decorative cigar box, and he'll pull out a gold coin. He's like, now this is from my homeland.
Ooh.
So he's like, but it doesn't really have any sentimental value to me. I just like it. It's not like a lucky coin or anything, but it's pretty high quality gold, and it's worn
Mm.
a little bit. He's like, if you want to
Okay.
try to chip some of it off, try not to use the whole thing. I'd like it back, and it's of course pretty
Mhm.
valuable. I mean, what does gold run an ounce? Like $1,600 or something like that. So a coin probably weighs a quarter to a third of an ounce. So we're talking probably, I don't know,
Couple
$500,
hundred? Yeah.
450, 500, something like that. But you also know
Oh
that
snap.
um, Mira's from an extraordinarily rich family, and
Yeah.
money itself
And
means
Shep
very
knows
little
how
to
much
him.
he makes from blackmailing people from that book that he found at that from the guy Abuela was
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
cursing.
I think there were some
Man.
videotapes too, right?
Videotapes.
Right.
Probably.
There was a long
There's a lot.
blackmail list,
Yeah, it was a while
including
ago.
our own teachers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
So we have a coin now. I will thank him so much for his generous donation. We will bring back whatever we don't use.
Yes.
Thank you.
And as we're
Well,
walking away, I go, Ava, what do you think? The cheese grater?
a cheese grater. I don't, uh, maybe, but I don't think, as a chemist, I would she know the type of metal she would need to be able to flake this in particular.
You're thinking that you would
I would think something like
I think
steel
I
or
think a science
something.
I think a science roll. How about science chemistry?
Science. Hey, hey.
Oh, wow.
You are absolutely sure that a coarse iron rasp is the tool that you think would do this the best. And it occurs to you that remember there was a an item in Paul Vanderhorn's toolbox on his
Hmm.
front
Yes.
porch where he was drinking a couple of those brazen hussy brewery. I think he was drinking
Yes.
two. He had two redheads that he was drinking, two red ales.
Yes.
You took apart a similar thing and put it back together, and although that was a handheld, oh my goodness, what's the word for it? That you have a handle and you draw it along a length of wood
Mhm.
and it smooths the wood.
Oh, it's like a shaver,
A
like a wood
shaver, right? It's
shaver.
got like
Planer.
Yeah.
a plane, a wood plane.
Uh,
It's got that
Hmm.
adjustable depth blade, razor blade sort of thing.
uh-huh.
You know, in that it just occurs to you, oh yeah, when I was replacing it after I'd taken it apart, oiled it, shined it up, tightened it up, and fixed it. Yeah, there were a couple of old rasps that would be perfect for that. You would take the coin, you would just like hold the rasp steady, just and collect.
Mm.
You'd have to collect the dust somehow, and probably you'd want to clean
Oh.
that rasp, or something similar, like an old metal file or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd want to clean it up first and get all the iron filings out of it first, so to not affect the purity of the dust that you are endeavoring to.
Yes. So, before we do any kind of flaking, um, could I use that same roll to be able to know what I can use to clean this coin up so that way there aren't any other impurities going into the shavings? Just to make it as clean as possible to be ready for this shaving.
Sure, no problem, no problem at all. You think the biggest impurity would just be the natural oils from
Uh-huh.
your hand, it being handled, and some
Okay.
dirt and grime, some stuff like that. Sure, any solvent, any cleanser would probably shine that puppy right up.
Cool. Then she will handle that and then put it in like a little Ziploc to keep it as fresh as possible.
Okay.
Uh Tell
Um,
Sophia the plan.
all three of you could make a common knowledge roll for me.
Mhm.
Sure.
Uh,
Oh, oh.
Okay, Ava and Shep, almost simultaneously, you realize that when you rented this unit, I'm trying
Uh-huh.
to think of what kind of a building. Did we ever decide? Is it like a double wide trailer? I think it is.
It was a house that we rented
A
out because
house.
Yeah, actual
because
house.
Okay.
Mir was so wealthy, he managed to procure us a
Yeah.
house to
Yeah.
rent.
Yeah. We'll say this house has a closet, like a shed outside.
Mm.
It's built into the house, but it's a regular door you open up, and it's kind of like an outdoor closet. And from poking around back in there, looking for things for your various shenanigans, there's an old toolbox back there, and you're pretty sure that there is a tool that will be exactly what you're looking for.
Ooh,
And
wonderful.
we'll just say that sure enough, you find the key. The key is on like a piece of string that's hanging behind a door somewhere in this house. You went out, you unlocked the external closet door, this little built-in shed. You open it up, and a frog probably jumps out or something like that. There's some cobwebs and dust, and it's kind of
Oh,
grimy, and there's
dust.
some oily rags, and maybe an empty gasoline can and stuff. Sure enough, there's an old toolbox. It's so old, it's just basically one of those open toolbox with the handle that you pick up and carry, and you can look and see it's like a tray. Sure enough, there's
Yeah.
one of those, and yeah, there's an old rasp
Oh,
there
wonderful.
that you can clean up and tap off and scrub with a piece of Brillo and get the iron filings off. The handle's a little loose, but it's perfectly serviceable.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
And yeah, boy, with that science roll of 22, yeah, we'll just say that you grind off about 1/8 of the coin. You know, you
Mm.
do a couple scrapes, and then you rotate the coin slightly. Do a couple more scrapes, rotate the coin a little bit more. So it looks now like it's kind of like octagonally shaped.
Okay.
And yeah, sure enough,
Yeah.
you have a small but respectable pile of what looks to be just pure gold dust. You have to be very careful
Nice.
not to sneeze.
Yeah, right. She Shep and Sophia will be her eyes because she is scraping away carefully. I'm sure that this is very familiar territory for her just for lab classes, but she
Hmm.
can't see exactly where everything is falling.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, and we'll say that you let Rocco out. He has to relieve himself. So, and all this activity going in and out the door, sort of his ears prick up, and he goes out and comes back right back in. He's a good boy.
he's a good boy. That's so sweet. Alrighty. So I will ask them if they think that this will be enough to try it out at least. It was like I've never done any rituals before. Does this seem right?
And who are you asking?
I assume Sophia and Shep are both there, unless they're doing something else.
Um,
Shep
Sophia,
just
I'm interested in what
go
your
over the.
did you call and talk to Brittany Poe, or did you text her?
I sent a text
Okay.
basically saying, I hope you're doing well, stay safe.
uh, oh my gosh.
What? What?
Uh,
Okay.
we were trying to send her a message about her grandma. Well, not about her grandma, I guess. The
Yeah, her Meemaw.
whole
Her
thing.
Meemaw.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And you remember she had taken off a day of bereavement leave
Yeah.
from the pizza barn. Um,
True.
okay.
That's right.
There's no immediate response. Um, yeah, I mean, you all don't agree. One of you probably thinks there's about 3 pinches. One of you thinks there's about 6 pinches. And the other one of you is somewhere in the middle, 4 or 5 pinches. It's just devilishly hard to gauge how much a pinch is.
Yeah. Um.
I mean, this is probably if you had like a small teaspoon. It wouldn't
Mhm.
be a mound of gold dust. It would be enough to basically cover the spoon.
Mm.
Almost like if you scooped out like a spoonful of sugar and used a flat of a knife to sort of just make it smooth on top. It's about that much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. Um. I'll put it into a small container to keep it from flying anywhere
Okay,
and cap it so that we have it.
sure.
And
So you had an empty little tube with a press-on semi-screw lid that had eyeglass repair, tweezers, and a
Mhm.
screwdriver, which you've obtained for other nefarious uses. So you have just the perfect
Mhm.
little. It's almost like a small test tube with a stopper.
Yeah. The little a little tube with a little screw-on cap that would have been for her glasses, but those are long gone right now. So
Okay. So yeah,
there we go.
you're holding onto that tube, and you just put the top on it. I'd like you to make a notice roll.
Sure. Ooh, that wasn't great.
Okay.
It's like, what do I not notice?
Make an agility roll.
Oh no! Oh, that was a little better.
Okay. Mir snuck up behind you, and he goes, "They're magically delicious!"
Oh my gosh!
And he startles you, and the little tube jumps out of your hand, but miraculously, it
Oh my
jumps out of your
gosh!
hand straight up, and you nimbly snatch it out of the air. And he's just laughing and rolling.
What was that for? I'm handling precious things here.
And in his very best, although not very passable, Middle Eastern accented style of an Irish phrase goes, "Ha! They're magically delicious!" And he just trundles
No.
off on his crutches, just laughing hilariously,
Who told you
uproariously.
about that? No.
I didn't.
It had to be Erica. Had to be Erica.
It
Right.
must have been Erica.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was like,
But what is this with them sneaking up on us lately?
Well, they've been waiting to do that to Ava or Sophia, but you guys keep making your damn notice rolls.
I'm like,
just
I must
trying
have
to
been
get
watching
the
the Jackass for a while.
Oh my god. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna. All right. We have the gold. Now we just need some honey.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know
sure
anything.
between Erica and Mir in this house, we have to have some
Yeah, Mir loves honey
grade
cakes.
A.
He loves honey cakes from his
Yeah.
homeland.
Definitely
I mean,
honey
I'm
in the
sure we have like
Sweet.
non-pasteurized, blah 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 blah, bought
Right.
straight from the hive honey somewhere around here between the two of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially small town Texas, around, as we know from Bug Boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Yeah, there's a nice
Yeah.
apiary. There's a nice apiary in the Bob Reynolds Agricultural Center at East Texas University.
So, do we want to try this out now or wait?
I don't know what this stuff does. This weird things that we keep running into since I got here and since we got here. It's been really weird, and I don't really understand it all. So maybe I don't know. You can put it aside for now. I don't know. She's just like really like
Every once in a while, you hear
unsure.
Mir is just breaking out into laughter again and again. He just can't get over himself.
Stop laughing at me. She's
And
like
he's
so
probably
red in the
leaving.
face.
He's leaving Erica a voicemail saying, "You would not believe it," and he's laughing.
Just hear Ava in the background. Stop it!
Ava,
Huh?
just oops.
Oh no!
Gotta use more of the coin.
You have turned into a robot.
You've turned into a robot.
Something about the coin, I heard.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just whispering, Ava, just yell out. Just because of what you did, I now have to use more of the coin. And watch him hobble back in.
Oh gosh, oh my gosh, that's too funny. Ava trying to do more. Let's see. She will attempt this con, even though she is not so good at lying, I guess, to people.
Okay. You just know that at some
It's
point in
very
time,
genuine.
you're going to open up your bag, your cereal box of like sugar smacks, and you're going to pour them, and you know Lucky Charms are going to come out. I'll just tell you in advance that is going to happen. It may happen off camera, but that is going to happen.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't even like Lucky Charms. How dare you? See,
I
I'm
wonder if this is the pre or post purple horseshoe.
gosh.
Somewhere in the 90s, they used the marshmallows up. I remember.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Mhm.
There was the horseshoes
Yeah.
back then.
Orange, white, yellow stars, green
And the
clovers,
little
moons, yellow
yeah.
moons, blue stars, green clovers. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
She will retaliate by saying that she will, thanks to the spoof, she lost some gold dust and she's going to need to use more of the coin.
Make a performance roll.
Unskilled. She's so huffed and puffed. Oh goodness.
Oh,
Oh, she was
oh.
real mad. She's like, my butt hurts too much to deal with this.
Well, make sure you leave enough to give back to me.
I'm working on it.
I wouldn't have to. I'd hate to have to chase you down with Miss Shillelagh.
Oh my gosh.
Again, with
No!
a Middle Eastern accent doing an Irish accent, barely passable.
I'm gonna toss some marshmallows from the bowl at him.
There are no marshmallows in the bowl.
What? I thought you said there was Lucky Charms in
No,
this bowl.
at some point off camera, you're going to find
Oh
that
my
your
God.
cereal has been replaced. But nobody's
She
bought
will
any Lucky Charms yet.
She will toss some Cheerios or whatever she's got in her bowl at him. It's like, you stop that!
Oh boy, that gets Rocco's attention. Food, treat. So,
Cheerios on the floor.
all right, I think that is probably a good place to end. Probably several weeks before we reconvene, as I'm taking that blasted Security Plus exam. That's going to keep me busy throughout the month of April. But probably early in May, we will reconvene for more shenanigans. What will we do? Will we be able to successfully cast the Dark Sight ritual? Or will it fail with a critical failure and strike one or more of the study group blind?
Ooh,
Will
yes.
Ava's eyeglasses arrive? Will they continue to make Lucky Charms jokes? Oh, most certainly.
Probably.
Will they find out anything about Jimmy Buck and his escape from the Quietville arrest homes? Will they chase down the lovely Lisa Gray and try to investigate the poltergeist activity? Or will they go into an entirely new direction, unsuspected by your humble dean, who will have to scramble and keep the game going with some other offshoot of an adventure? All of this and more when we reconvene the next time. Questions may be answered, but with certainty, more questions will be asked.